can you start?
So for finding the amplitude, we compared this to the formula, and the A was 1, so the amplitude is 1. And then to find the period, the formula is 2 pi over b. So then we did 2 pi, and then our
But
b was,
how did you get B? Which one is B?
b right here.
But how did you get that 3 there? Can you explain from this step, how did you get that step?
We had to take this b out, so we divided this by 3, and we also divided this by 3. And that gave us 3 times x minus pi over 12.
Can you ask them whether they agree with this pi by 12?
You agree with the pi by 12?
No, Dikocha has a question. She did not get why it is 12. Can you explain to her?
Alright, so when you divide this by 3, so it was pi over 4 by 3 is like pi over 4 over 3,
Okay.
and then 5. So that's how you got power.
But the question is, why did you divide by 3?
Because we have to take the 3 out,
And why do you have to take 3 out?
so we can put it in that form.
Exactly. Can you see that? X, just X. So I want you to focus on that X so that whatever the number is before X has to be pulled out, I would say. Pull it out, undo distributive property. Instead of using distributive property, you undo kind of thing. So, okay, now go on.
And then, so that's how we got the period.
Mhm.
And the period was 3 over 4. And the horizontal shift is negative pi over 12.
So the horizontal shift is negative pi over 12? Is the horizontal
pi over 12.
or pi over 12? So what is that h in the formula? What is that h? That's the, this h.
Horizontal shift.
Yeah, but what is the value of h there in there?
Oh, pi over 12.
Okay, correct. And pi over 12, is it the top or the bottom one? Which is the one you're going to use?
The top.
Yeah, got it right? So as I said, sometimes we understand, it's always good to know a little beyond kind of maybe from the other perspective kind of thing, right? And I really appreciate your explaining or answering all the questions. And then how did we get the graph then?
So it starts at pi over 12, and it starts at 1 bar. So then, and the maximum it could go is -1. So we did from here, from pi over 12, and we went down to -1, and then we did. The
Okay,
period.
my question is, how did you get 3 pi by 4?
That's the period.
Huh?
That's the period.
Period. And so how did you, no, period, did we record period is 2 pi, right?
No, period is 3 pi
Two-
over 4.
Hmm.
And then the horizontal shift.
So my question is, how do you get this point? So the period is 2 pi by 3 is correct, right?
Oh yeah, the period is 2 pi by 3, and then we add pi over 12 to it. And then
So
that-
why you add pi over 12 to it?
Because this is the period, and the graph was over here, so the first
The
line.
graph begins there, yeah. And then again, the whole cycle gets completed. Are you guys okay with me? Even though it's easy, I mean, you guys understood. This was the hard part is where it starts and you have to add 2 pi by 3. And when you add 2 pi by 3, they already did the work, which is 3 pi by 4. Can you see this? 3 pi by 4. Thank you so much. And you have any question, Raiza, to him? Naishla? Okay. Thank you so much. And let's go to this one. Whose work is this? So can I claim this, whatever he is? Dikocha and Abraham, right? How are you, Lindsay?
Good.
Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
You guys are working something, learning something?
100%.
Huh? 100%? Okay, so Now they got a little hard one again, and I on purpose put this. It's okay, and it does help for you to share your ideas. Okay, can you continue?
So this is the equation we got, and then we just like distributed it.
Did you do distribute or did you do undo distribute?
Undo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
because we need to match the trig equation you gave us, so we can understand what the equation represents and like how we can graph based off of it.
Mhm.
And what happened is that we found that amplitude is 2, so we know how far.
How do you know the amplitude is 2?
Because the front value
Yeah.
that's multiplying with sine is 2. So that's a dead giveaway.
Mm.
And we also know like that b as represented in this equation is going to be 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
And by using that, we can look for the period.
So where is the period? Show the work. Okay, there it is. Everybody got it right. So they found the period there.
And we found out that the period is 8 pi over 3.
Mm-hmm.
And one other thing we also had to look for was the shift,
Mm.
which the horizontal shift. And using what we got from this messed with graph equation based on the trick you gave us, we know that the shift is going to go to the right by pi over 4. So we know by that and the fact that it's a sine graph
Mhm.
that it's going to start at pi over 4 at
Correct.
this point.
Nicely is explaining, right? I like the way you exactly saying that, yeah. But the last question is, how do you know it is 35 pi by 12?
So we know the period is like a length of like the full cycle.
Yeah.
But we know that since we're not starting at 0 like exactly, we know that the end of the period is not going to be 8 pi over 3.
The 2 pi.
Yeah. So what we did is like we just like
Uh,
added,
Sorry, I'm sorry. Mhm.
we added the pi over 4 by the 8 pi over 3 using the we using like just like change the denominator and just matching them. And what
So
we
where
got-
is that work? You did not show, I think.
Oh, you erased that.
Oh God, I erased. Sorry. Did I say cursed on my video? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was Precious. You did something there, and I.
I don't know, Mr. You just
Yeah.
asked me if I could erase, if you could erase something.
Now that hurts me the most now. I don't know how my 4 days will pass by with this. Okay, so anyway, but the goal is to get that part.
Yeah.
You added that's
And
and
we got that
and
part.
I think you showed this.
Yeah.
There is no need to write this, but I'll just write here. Actually, it's correct. Sine pi. All I want you to do, that number is just add this up, and that's what you got. You multiply 3 this side, 4 that side, so
Yeah.
3 pi and 32 pi, 32, 33, 34, 35. There you go. Oh, cool, right? Did you learn something? Easy. And now comes the creation. Thank you so much. Can you clap hands for them? Good job. Not recording? Yeah, it's recording. Stop. Okay, the last one. Now, again, I always like to challenge this. You guys, can you come and sit down? What's the difference between this 3 and that one? Can somebody tell me quickly before they begin? They had the graph and they had to create the function, right? You guys were already given the function. Remember all over there? So the functions were already given to you. But this one, okay, let's see now.
We're just putting it in fractions. So
Eyes on the board.
we had to look at the graph. So this green one is the original sine, the graph of sine. So we just put that there so we could like see how it changed the one that we were given changed from the original one. And we saw that it moved over to the left by half. So that means that our h, or here is c, our h would be half since it moved to the left. And the amplitude we saw was 3 since it has a distance of 3 from 0, and we just put that there. And so to find the period, we looked at that example and we saw that the period is like the entire length of the wave. So we just saw that here was 1 and that was half, so it would mean the period would be 1.5 or
3 by 2. Can you
3
write?
by
Yeah,
2?
can you write the 3 by 2 right there?
So it'd be 3
So
by
we are not going to use decimals. That's how the Cengage does not take decimal. Just 3 by 2 kind of thing.
So it'd be 3 by 2.
Mm.
But so we have the period, but we still need to find the b. And so we use that equation, b equals 2 pi over t.
Mm.
Yes, 2 pi over 3 over 2, and we just did
Keep change flavor.
Yep.
Okay, I got
We
it.
got power pi over 3 as our b. And so we
Okay.
just put that all there.
Okay.
Everything in fraction.
Okay, so everything exactly like how I showed you. But you know the question put to them, Precious.
It's work.
Oh, you're okay. I'm just kidding. Well, so you know the thing is, this sometimes they ask this kind. See how they put it? Not like the way I give you, right? They give you bx plus c. Can you see this? Bx plus c. So what basically that bx plus c is? You have to use the distributive property. It means b times x, you multiply. So whatever the answer that you get, 4 pi by 3. Can you see this 4 pi by 3 they got? Of course, I did not show them, and not expected, but all you do is just multiply like that. So use the distributive property and finish the last part. So that we will see as we do more. And I wanted to show today. This is only thing we have not seen the shift up down. Okay, that part is none of the problem shows up down. See, there was plus 0, so everything is k is 0, so it does not shift up down. Okay, so we'll see those kind of things, problems. Can you guys clap them? Thank you so much. God bless you.